So Penny Mordaunt coming out in terms of, I think, your chosen candidate, Liz Truss. Maybe a lot of people scratching their heads thinking, hold on, we heard about blue-on-blue attacks and the Mordaunt camp saying there's been dirty tricks, and suddenly they're best of friends again.
Well, I think that tells you something about the Conservative Party. We are ultimately all on the same side. We want to win elections and we want to keep the socialists out because we think they'd be ruinous for the country. And whoever wins in the end will have loyal support from Conservative members up and down the country. And Penny has showed that, and shown that, to my mind, with considerable grace.
A poll that has been conducted by your campaign, we're told privately, which puts Rishi Sunak just 5 points behind Liz Truss, which may surprise many, given not only the number of big beasts now endorsing her campaign, but also just the word that we're getting loud and clear, certainly from the membership, about who is their favourite. Is this just a case of trying to perhaps leak a poll that might prompt people to vote to make sure that there's no complacency here?
I'm sure not. There are quite strict rules that pollsters adhere to. There's a code of conduct for pollsters to stop people leaking polls that they think may have a particular desired effect, and it requires information to be published and so on, and the details of the poll have been published. And I believe it wasn't actually commissioned by Liz Truss, but her campaign was aware of it. But it is a reminder that elections aren't won until people have cast their votes and the votes are counted. And it's really important that every supporter of Liz Truss votes in this election.
Ahead to the fact it's not just the party leadership campaign, it will also be a new Prime Minister. This was Exeter last night, just down the road from Tiverton and Honiton, who of course returned a Liberal Democrat MP. Many people may be asking, why would you want someone who is a former Liberal Democrat now leading your party?
Well, I think it shows great wisdom to be able to change your mind, that if you discover that your opinion is wrong, what do? Do you bash on with the wrong opinion for years and years, or do you say, I have seen the error of my ways and I've seen the truth of conservatism? And Liz Truss has realised that conservatism is better for the country. I think that's admirable. And it has to be said, I grew up in a pretty Tory household and I ended up being a Tory. Whether I would have been a Lib Dem if I'd grown up in a Lib Dem household must be a moot point.